Thank you very much. That was awesome. We are done with 2 rounds, and I was going to read a few, and then I will pose a question because we have a little time if anybody would want to read 1 poem in a round afterward or something, or if people wanted to duck out early. It's everybody's call. So, but first things first, I'll read some poems here because, yay, I've got one more collection book to share, and that is cc&d magazine from the January to April 2022 issue collection book that is titled Unfinished Business. And I was in Pennsylvania and I saw this wheelbarrow just stuck up against a tree, and I'm like, that is just such a poetic image that I'm going to have a use for it somewhere, somehow, for something, and I thought it would be cool for something called Unfinished Business. This has a bunch of poems from a number of issues from cc&d magazine, which is approaching its 29-year anniversary issue. Yeah, next month will be 29 years, yippee. But I've got 3 from this I was going to share for you. The first one is a shorter one that is titled Not Knowing. Once I saw my grandfather in the casket at his funeral. My dad took me to a restaurant to eat some food. I was in the car, alone with my dad, then in the restaurant, alone with my dad. We didn't speak. I couldn't think of anything to say. I'm sure I ate, but I think they thought they needed to get me away from the death at that funeral. I don't know if I needed to get away or not, but there I was, little me, with my dad at a restaurant, taking a break from seeing his dead father. I'm sure we ate, but otherwise, I sat there, not knowing what to do. I have one of the short ones, and probably one of the ones when you were talking about rating a poem a day, that I wrote a poem every day for a year. And I don't have it on Instagram, so I'd have to show it. It's impossible to see, but I have an image for it as well. If I have them that are released out as Instagram as well, I will have them in books or be able to share them with people. But that was one of them from this book. And the next one I had to share because I've done 2 periodic table poems. I had a short one for Iodine that followed a piece of prose about Iodine, and this is titled Iodine on the X-Files. Twitter length poem. If only it wasn't the X-Files. Where a man, made out of tumors, ate actual cancer to survive. To rejuvenate himself, he submerged in an iodine bath. What a revolutionary idea. A far too human-looking man eating your cancer. And if he saved you, what a beautiful world it would be. There's my iodine, my short one for the iodine for you guys. And now I will do one more short one a little bit later on in the book. And this one, totally different, in Unfinished Business, is called Quiver in Thought. Think of it as REM sleep, when your eyes dart back and forth. Your eyes seem to quiver in thought, processing your day at the one time when you have no muscle control and cannot react. Unlike being catatonic, unlike having no response. Because, you see, when you hear me, I want you to react. I want to make your eyes dart in thought. Even when closed, when you think of me, I want your eyes to move like you're in REM sleep. But remember, I only want you to lose control of all of your muscles, only because of me. Okay, Quiver in Thought. I got that one out of the way for you guys. Those were the 3 I was sharing from Unfinished Business, da 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 da, which, I don't know. It was a septa piece in there, and I thought it would work with this thing that looks like quite a poetic image. I don't know. Anyway, I thank you for letting me share those poems. And